Yeah.
Yeah. So Lee, tell me, how'd you decide to go flat?
Well, I did my research is really the best way for me to put it. And because I know a few people that have had some issues, and I also like to exercise, and decided that I didn't want to extend the process and potentially have issues. And I'm very, very happy with the decision, even though I got single.
Even though what?
I just had a single mastectomy.
Okay, so you're a uniboob.
I'm a uniboob.
Yeah, and so were you supported in your decision?
Um, at first, not. It didn't feel like I was supported, but I think it was mostly because people didn't understand. You know, even my mom, who is not very vain, you know, said something about you might regret it later, and you know, and then I educated, you know, them. The surgeon I felt was probably the least supportive in the sense that it wasn't even offered. I had to call my nurse navigator and talk to her about how I felt uncomfortable. And she said, well, you should look into this thing called aesthetic flat closure. And that's how I found out about it.
Oh, that's awesome. So your nurse navigator actually used those 3 words.
She did. And she said the surgeon that I was going to be seeing knew how to do that. But then the office called me and had scheduled me for reconstruction after I had just told them I was leaning heavily against it. So
how long ago was this?
I had my mastectomy on July 5th.
So that was just a little bit ago.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm super, super thrilled that you had a nurse navigator use those 3 words for you, because they have only been used, like, technically since 2020. And that was in part with a lot of the work that patient advocate Kimball's did with not putting on a shirt, in getting that term coined and then used by the American Cancer Society, so that there was that common language that we could have with our doctors. So I think we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
Absolutely. And she told me to go to that site too.
That is
At first, I couldn't handle it because, you know, I was terrified. I couldn't handle looking at the pictures. But now I'm looking at them and I'm looking for tattoo ideas.
Yeah. So what do you think you're going to do?
Well, I'm leaning towards orchid.
Yeah.
And, perhaps, you know, some sort of viney thing that kind of goes up over the shoulder a little bit too. I've never had a tattoo, but
are you going to do color, or are you going black and white, or what do you?
Oh, I don't know. It's a big decision. I like the color idea, but I know it's more to do. So
yeah. Have you looked at the Not Putting on a Shirt website? And they have an entire section of the tattoos and such that people have done.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, that's exciting. That is exciting. So how did you find out about Stand Tall AFC? How did you find out about the campaign?
Well, that's a good question. I'm not exactly sure. It wasn't from one of the Facebook groups, you know, one of the breast cancer Facebook groups. Somebody suggested it. It's possible it was you or somebody. I don't remember, but I checked it out and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And there happens to be an upcoming Making Strides here in San Diego on October 16th. And I've actually done it before in support of a friend. And this year, obviously, it's going to mean more to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's super exciting. So I am really glad that you found us. So do you have people that you're going to have on your team? Have you?
Yes.
Who's walking with you?
I have a few neighbors, friends, some family, and our team name is the B Flats. And so I'm still trying to get a few more people. I might have a couple strangers, you know, from spreading the word kind of, and my kids. I'm going to sign up my kids as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is really, really awesome.
5Ks together anyway, so might as well.
Yeah. So that's going to be really, really exciting. why did you want to advocate for AFC? What is it that compelled you to want to do this?
Well, I guess I want women to get this information in their initial consultation with a general surgeon, breast surgeon, or plastic surgeon, because when it's not offered as an option and you find out later, it makes you think, is there something wrong with this? Is it unsafe, or, just to get more doctors educated on how to do this, right? And then have it be given an option right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think that is extremely commendable. I think it's super important as well, because even it's happening more and more. And I'm just super excited about the idea that you were actually given the words aesthetic flat closure, because that's huge. But I do think that we're on the right path. But you're absolutely right. It needs to be offered to us at the moment that we are being told our options. We need all of our options. Mm-hmm. All of them, to decide what is best for us.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And it's when you're leaning that way and you go and have an initial consultation with a plastic surgeon who shows you all these pictures of all these women, several of whom were not breast cancer survivors. They were elected, and that was not what, that's not what I was there for,
Mm-hmm. So. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're really, really glad that you are going to be a part of the Stand Tall team. Tell me a little bit more about the walk and how people can find you and join your walk.
Well, so it is on, I believe it's a Sunday, October 16th, in San Diego, at Balboa Park is where we start, which is beautiful. And there are opening ceremonies at 7, and the walk starts at 7:30. And my team is listed on the Making Strides 5K San Diego website, the B Flats, and all you have to do is just join it. And then I will be communicating with people to try to come up with a meeting spot. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. And everybody will get the Dr. Wendy Sage shirt, right? Yep. Everyone knows who Dr. Wendy Sage is, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to get the Wendy Sage shirts. We'll all wear them. It's got the what? Why can't I remember the name of it? This thing.
Oh, the QR code.
The QR code. That'll be on the back of it as well. And did you get you got your package?
I did.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Well, besides go get your mammogram. No, not really. I hope that we can continue to make progress with both general breast cancer research and, spreading the word about aesthetic flat closure, and just keep fighting the good fight and having that good attitude. And I think we'll be good.
I think you're right. Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to get to know you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
All right. You take care. I'll be in touch.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.